Hi. So, as I live in New York City, I constantly get asked by you guys what to do in the city. Because you're visiting your boyfriend, because you guys are meeting up here for Valentine's Day. That was someone's asked to me. Um, so, I decided to make a video because I constantly get asked it. Instead of just continuously writing the big list or copying and pasting, I would just send you to this link of this video and you would have a ton of things to look for when you're in the city. So obviously, as I am only into food, that's what I'm going to start off with, is just a list of like really yummy food to eat when you're here. Um, and I hope that's okay because food is good, food's the best, and I just want to eat like all the time. So the first thing I suggest, and I always suggest this, is a place called Smack. I mean, we are all obsessed with macaroni and cheese. I can bet like half, if not three-fourths, if not 99% of us love mac and cheese since we were kids. Smack is basically this very tiny restaurant downtown. I think it's on 7th Street, something like that, or 12th Street, and like 3rd Avenue. I don't know. You can look it up. Smack, S''MAC. And it's just baked mac and cheese. They give you these pans. You have like, you can either get the small portion, the medium, or like the big. And of course, I got the big. And it's just baked mac and cheese, and not just regular baked cheddar like American cheese. It's that or like 100 different varieties of cheeses or like meats to put into your baked mac and cheese. So basically, you can also just choose whichever one you want, like any ingredients you want. You can choose up to like probably 12. And they just have so many varieties of mac and cheese. It's so freaking yummy. Like, I can't get over it. Not only am I a pasta person, but baked, specifically baked mac and cheese is just awesome. So I would try that place. And then I think, okay, so either that's on 12th or 7th, or Big Gay Ice Cream, the next place I'm going to mention, is on 12th or 7th, because they're very close. They're like 5 blocks apart. Is Big Gay Ice Cream, and it's this tiny, tiny place. They have a bigger version of it, close to Midtown, I think, or on the west side somewhere. But it's this very, very cool, tiny, tiny ice cream shop, and they just have literally the best ice cream. I got the Salted Pimp, which is just vanilla ice cream on a cone, dipped in like hardened chocolate, which sounds like plain and boring, but holy shit, it's good. It's like, you have no idea. It is the yummiest thing ever. So that's what I would suggest getting. But they have tons. They have milkshakes. They have ice cream. It's so good that you have to try it out. And it's this cute place, and everyone who works there is like really cool. So I would definitely go there. I would eat at Smack and then go to Big Gay Ice Cream. And as New York is known for its pizza, one of my favorite pizza places is called, I have a list, that's why I keep looking, is called Two Boots. I'm not sure if it's just New York specific, but I've not seen it anywhere else. But Two Boots and get the Grandma Bess. All their pizza is delicious for sure, but my favorite, and I've never had pizza that tasted better, is called the Grandma Bess. It's thin crust, like square pizza, and it's just like fresh mozzarella, oregano, and probably, I think it's like glazed in oil. But it is so good. Like, you don't understand. When I first got it, Ross was here with me. I got 2 of them. And then I ate Ross's slice of pizza too. But I got 2 of them and I wanted more. Like, it was unbelievable. Like, my mouth is salivating right now. It is so good. So find a Two Boots. It's on the east side. It's on the west side. It's around. And then if you like sushi, really, really cool place is Sushi Samba in the West Village. It's really yummy. And I believe they also have like Brazilian food there. I went for my birthday 2 years ago. And it was really, really, really good. They have them all over the place. They have them on Park Avenue, I think 7th. Or no, that might be the West Village one. But there's also Park Avenue. There's a couple of them. I went to the West Village one, but it's really, really good. So I would suggest that too. It's very, very cool if you like just like ambiance factor. It's just a very cool, fun environment as well. And then there's this thing called Insomnia Cookies. And I know they're not just in the city, so you probably could have heard of them, especially in college towns. But holy shit, these cookies are good. This place is open till 3 a.m. And it is just warm, crunchy, soft cookies. And that's all I have to say. It is the best cookies. I always get the s'mores, which is one of the more expensive cookie. I think they're $2.50 opposed to like the one something. But holy shit, it is worth it. It is this big, it is warm, and it tastes like s'mores, and it is so good. And then you can get a dozen for like $16 or something. I can't even. I'm on a diet right now, so this is the worst thing I should be talking about because I just want to eat everything right now. But they are really good. So I recommend those completely. And like I said, they're open till 3 a.m. So just go for it. Get like every cookie. The next place is Tao. It's a really cool restaurant. It used to be a movie theater, so it's like huge. And it's just really good Thai food, Chinese food, sushi. They have really good desserts as well. They have like a fried banana, I think. Yeah, fried banana. And then they used to have this like fortune cookie chocolate thing. It was so good. So I would suggest those if they're still there. And the duck spring rolls are really good. Or is it just called a duck roll? I don't know, but it's really good. And I always get the pad thai as my main dish. But it's cool because it's also been filmed in like a ton of movies. Off the top of my head, in what's that film called? That Will Smith film, Hitch? Is that what it's called? Where he's like the dating guru? It's filmed in that, so it's really good. Okay, and then sort of the last place that's a New York specialty is called Papa's Fritas down on St. Mark's Place. No one really knows about this unless you live here, but it's this very tiny French fry place. And it's just a French fry place. And what they do is they give you a ton of French fries in this cone, and then they have like 50 different dipping sauces. So if you love French fries as much as I do, this is like heaven. They have like chipotle mayo, ketchup, like honey mustard, like typical ones, but then also like amazing things you wouldn't even think of, like barbecue. But it's just like tons of dipping, and it's just fries, and it's so good. They might have added things now, but when I went, it was only a fry place. It's very small, and again, it's on St. Mark's Place. Just Google and you'll get the exact address. And then for the more touristy things, Chocolate by the Bald Man is completely crowded, so I would try to reserve ahead of time, but it's a very yummy food, but mostly dessert place. The s'mores are really good. There's like chocolate, there's like ice cream dipping things, which is really good. I forgot what they're called. And then what I find amazing is there's a huge pizza that's just like, but it's not pizza. It's like s'mores almost. It's like chocolate and marshmallows. And it's just shaped like a pizza. And it's just, I've never had it, but it looks phenomenal. I'm trying to go there. So I would suggest that. And also Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I used to go there a lot as a kid, and people think it's very kiddish, but it's a very entertaining place with good food and good entertainment. And it's just a nice, cool place to visit. And then obviously Chipotle for Mexican. Although Mole is really good. Mole is really good. That's on like 2nd Avenue and 90-something. It's very yummy Mexican food. And then as far as what you should do, obviously do all the typical stuff. Go to Empire State Building, go to the museums, go to Statue of Liberty, do all of that. Take the tour bus. But then what we like to do, and what I like to do, is go to the boathouse if you're in the summer. And go boating. It's really fun. They just give you the boat, you go in, and you take yourself around. It's like a very big body of water that you can row these boats on. So it's very, very scenic and very nice. But if it's in the summer, it gets hot, so just make sure you have like sunglasses and sunscreen. Obviously, we love biking, so bike through the city. There's bike rental places. I really suggest it. You might feel like it's a bit dangerous to bike through the cars, and if you haven't done it before, then I would just stick to biking on bike paths. But definitely bike. It's phenomenal, especially through the city. Walk through Central Park. Explore it. It's not that big, but it is big at the same time. And it's just very nice to walk through. You'll find all these street performances. You'll find the Central Park Zoo. You'll find the reservoir, which is the next thing I was going to say. Go to the reservoir, walk the reservoir. It's beautiful. You'll find just different people. You'll find families. You can find big rocks to climb. You have to do it. Have a picnic, play some Frisbee. And if you're interested in comics and like geeky things and like action figures, definitely go to Midtown Comics. We usually go to the one on, 39th or 38th and 8th. But they have one in Grand Central Station, and they also have one in Toys R Us. But we like the one in Times Square, so definitely check that out. It's awesome. The people are cool. It's just a cool place if you're into that stuff. And then we love obviously going to the movies, so I suggest going to 84th and Broadway if you want to watch a film and basically be in your bed, because they have reclining chairs and it's just magical. I know that they have these theaters elsewhere, but there's not a ton of them in the city, so this is a great theater to go to for reclining chairs. We tend to fall asleep. It's that comfortable. Go to Serendipity's for frozen hot chocolate. They are always booked, so try to reserve ahead of time, but you have to do it. It's been in films as well, but it's also just a staple of New York is to have that frozen hot chocolate. It's a cute little place. It's not that big, but it gets busy, so you have to reserve ahead of time, I'd say. Walk the Brooklyn Bridge for sure. That's clearly been in lots of films and TV shows, so that's just fun if you're into that thing, but it's beautiful. Walk it. There's a path. Totally do it. And then go to Carl Schultz Park on the east side, all the way on the east side. It's a very, very pretty park. People forget about it, but it's a very nice park. Beautiful, like, areas in it. There's a dog park that we take Tony to, my dog. It's really fun and it's really nice. And cool little tidbit. When I was 3 years old, my dad was shooting a film there, and that was the first film I've ever been in. Not that I've been in films really, but that was where I really started to like acting in film and stuff. So that's where we shot my little scene. And if it's wintertime, go to Wallman Rink for ice skating. It's a big staple. It's everything people talk about when you're talking about wintertime in New York City. Just so go to Wallman Rink and try their chicken fingers. They are so delicious. Maybe it's a nostalgia thing because when I was a kid, we'd always go ice skating here and I'd get the chicken fingers, but they're crunchy and amazing. I love them. And then my last piece of advice is just walk everywhere. Seriously, walk everywhere. Try out the taxi cab, try out the subway for the experience of it, but walk everywhere because it is not only beautiful, but New York City is like nothing else. You can walk down the street and find a street performance. You can walk down another street and there's 2 celebrities. You can walk down the street and there's a film set going on. I've run into so many film sets, TV shows shooting. We walked by the Carrie Diaries filming. There's so many things, beautiful stores, cool stores, different types of people, not just celebrities, but different types of people. And I know if you're coming from like the Midwest, you might only see a certain type of person. That's just the stereotype. So sorry if that's offensive, but there's so many types of people here. So it's just very nice. You have to walk it. It's just so much fun. Walk it, walk it, walk it. Pick up a hot dog on the way from the street vendors. That's another typical thing. And just experience New York City. And go see a Broadway show if you can. That's all. Hope you have fun in New York City. If you see me, say hi.